Here's an interesting question. I love interesting questions, so let's look at it. It says, what if we human beings are just a lab project for some alien? First of all, click this share button to share. Click this plus sign to follow me if you want to always see my videos, if you like discussions like this. Now, first of all, many religions, the majority of religions actually believe that an alien came from outside space to Earth and established humanity. Majority of religion. In the Bible, for instance, which is the Christian religion and also the religion of some people in the Middle East, it starts with an alien creating all the worlds and then coming into Earth, and the spirit of this alien moved over the waters and then started terraforming Earth. We call it terraform in science, where you go to a barren planet and you create a cloud for the planet, create land, create everything, and bring life to the planet. It's called terraform. It's a scientific, concept. But we human beings, we've not got to the technological power to do that on such a large scale. We can only terraform some parts of Earth, like go to deserts. The Chinese have planted so much trees that their desert started receding. Indians have planted so much trees that they have recovered some land from the desert. So imagine now that we have the power to do it on a brand new planet. In the there's a scale to measure how powerful humanity has become. It's called the Kardashev scale. So in this Kardashev scale, we humans, we are still at 0.8. So at the scale is 3. It's 1, 2, 3. So we've not even reached stage 1. We are still at 0.8. Maybe in the next 200 to 300 years, we'll get to stage 1. It is measured by how much technology we have and how much energy we can harvest from our planet, or from any planet actually, or from the sun. So where we are technologically, we can't terraform any planet yet. Maybe in 200, 300 years time, we can terraform Mars or the moon, or 1,000 years time, who knows. So, but think about it, Spirit of the Lord moved over the waters. That's an alien. What we call alien is a spirit that comes from outside space. And if you look at many other religions, all right, even African traditional religions, they will always describe how somebody came down from outside space, the sky, with a rope, and then has a chicken and then established the earth, something like that. So it's an interesting concept. So you're not the first to come up with it. Ancient people that came up with these religions, they had that idea or vision, or whatever you may call it. But here's an interesting thing I want to talk about. Think about it. Whenever anything creates something else, that something else it created is always more powerful than it, in some ways or many ways. That is the whole purpose of creation. Creation is to create something better than you in a certain direction. A good example, we created phones. Why? Because we can't talk to ourselves across long distances. So phones can do things that our voice can't do normally by shouting. No matter how much I shout, people can't hear me beyond a kilometer. But with this phone, I'm able to connect to you from across the world. The phone is more powerful than us when it comes to communication. True or false? We created cars because we can't travel that fast. So we came up with something, an entity that can travel much faster than us. So when it comes to speed, cars are more powerful than humans. Now let's apply it to humans. Imagine that an alien, all right, created humanity. It means that in things that make us human, we are more powerful than that alien. There are many ways we are more powerful than that alien. Well, this is a hypothesis. We don't know whether an alien came. You get what I'm saying? There are things we can do as humans that alien can't do, and that's why that alien created humanity. Well, let's even go with the idea that an alien created humanity. What is the most common plausible way it would have happened? Sprinkle the earth, terraform earth, cause a lot of in the past on this planet there used to be a lot of volcanoes because the core of the earth used to be hotter. So that could be a form of terraform, and then sprinkle some living cells, knowing that life is very tenacious. Life can hang on even in the most difficult situations and scenarios. Sprinkle some single cells and the cells start dividing, over 4 billion years, here we are. Imagine the kind of living things that will be on this planet in 4 billion years time. It would be amazing. But you know where we are now in the Kardashev scale, in 4 billion years time we would have dominated the Milky Way galaxy. You know, our sun now is just one star, right? And they are saying that we're in a Milky Way, in a group of stars. Over 250 billion stars are rotating around the central core, a black hole in the center. 250 billion stars are rotating, and our sun is just one of them. And our sun, due to its gravity, is pulling our Earth. So Earth is rotating around the sun is rotating around the solar system. It's crazy. The last time the sun, it takes the sun about 65 million years to go around the solar system once. So we on Earth, we have managed to get to the moon, even though some people doubt that humans have landed in the moon. But let's say we have managed to get to the moon, or sent some probes, some spaceship to the moon. We've managed to send a spaceship to Mars. Curiosity landed some years ago in Mars. So this is where we are now. But look at where humanity will be in 1,000 years' time. Remember that Jesus died 2,000 years ago. So by the time Jesus was alive, if you were telling somebody then that somebody could talk with another person without seeing them, they won't believe you. If you are telling them that I can type something on the phone, a message, and another person will get it without writing on a book, they won't believe you. If you're telling them that we can wear something on our face and play games with our hands just touching the air, they won't believe you. If you're telling them that we'll have, cars moving at incredible speeds, they won't believe you. It's going to be like a miracle to them. It will be unbelievable. In fact, they could not really imagine some of these things. That's why we don't have writings of them predicting some of this technology. It's like it was way out of their scope of imagination 2,000, 3,000 years ago. You know, even 200 years ago, some of these things were unimaginable. But here we are. We have machine guns. We have fighter jets that fly at supersonic speed, faster than sound. Before you hear the sound that the jet is shooting at you, it has shot at you some seconds ago and has passed. You will see the jet pass before you know that you are dead. That's how fast it is. We built rockets, intercontinental ballistic missiles. This one, Shokojun Odumeje, missile bomb that can move from one country to another. We now have space missiles. You know, bomb that is hanging on satellite. Anytime they want, they can just deploy it. All this technology arrived within the past 100 years. The first airplanes were built at the beginning of last century, which is about 1900, 120 years ago. First airplane. But here we are now. We now have Boeing 747 that can carry 300 people, have bathroom, toilet, have windows, have bed, everything within 100 years. Now imagine what's going to happen in the next 100 years. Whatever it is, I can guarantee you that whatever alien that created the planet, we are better than that alien in some way. And I'm suspecting it's in technology. That's what I suspect. All right? But it's just an imagination. When it comes to God creating the universe or creating the earth, it's out of question because it's a spiritual matter. You believe it in your spirit. But if we are going with scientific, postulations, like whether an alien created us, that's where this kind of story starts piquing your interest. But you know, scientists have gone into the human DNA and DNA of all living things they could lay their hands on. There are at least 10,000 different species of living things in the ocean that humanity has not even discovered. There's a certain scientific calculation to estimate that. So there are many living things we have not even seen or known that we don't have any record of. But all the ones we have record of so far, they have looked at the DNA to see whether there is a component of the DNA that doesn't exist on Earth. Unfortunately, everything in the DNA in the body of humans came from Earth. The iron, the gold, the carbon, a lot of things, nitrogen, oxygen, everything in our body came from Earth. So saying that an alien created us, it doesn't make sense because we should have some sort of alien DNA somewhere. So at least scientifically, it doesn't hold water for now. Maybe tomorrow they can discover more things about our bodies. that shows that something we were from outside space. Who knows?